What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Wednesday. This is Infinite Talk, and I have here with me my co-host, John Talks. Hello, John. Hi.
Howdy. How's it going
Hi.
out there? Hello there.
Good. You're in your blurry background. You look cool. What is on your shirt? Is it like Marvel stuff?
No, it's Star Wars. Because
It's
I
Star
figured we're going to be
Wars.
talking about Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That looks cool. And we also have Stephanie here. My nerdy home is here. Hello, Steph.
Hi. I should probably put on my Star Wars shirt, huh?
Why not?
Actually, you know what?
You
I
want
found
to.
one at the Dollar Tree because that's how far Star Wars has fallen. All right. It was at the Dollar Tree. It was a whole $1.25. I'll be right back.
Go get it. Go get it.
At least something positive has come out of Disney Star Wars.
Like cheap Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
as long as it doesn't have any of the Disney characters.
I think, like, do you think the Rose Tico dolls still even exist?
I don't know. Is there like is it like the land of misfit toys where they're just like somewhere like they're just somewhere out there? Like,
it reminds me of Futurama when they had when they went on that garbage planet or whatever it was, and they had like the Bart Simpson dolls.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be exactly like that. Hey, that's a pretty good deal, Steph. $1.25 for that shirt.
Wow.
And it's got the classic characters on there too.
Classic characters on it.
Awesome. Yeah.
That looks awesome.
I got it because I'm playing through the Skywalker Saga Lego games on Kick, so I got the shirt to wear with it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Hey, you can't beat that.
Yeah, speaking of Star Wars merch, I actually just saw a merch drop for the new Star Wars Acolyte. Did you guys see that? Because it looks
the helmet?
Yeah.
The $99.99, the $100 helmet up for pre-order. Yeah, I saw
there
it.
It is. It looks like
it's not even black though. Like, why is it bronze? That's my first question. Why is it bronze?
Does he change it maybe later or something? I don't know. I have no idea.
Because his helmet is black.
Yeah.
Right? Or am I not paying attention?
No, I mean I don't even watch the show, but I know, like, I've seen the clips. The guy's helmet is black.
And it's called the Stranger. It's called the Stranger helmet.
They're selling this for $100, huh?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the design, just in general?
I think it looks like the guy from Bleach.
Yeah.
That's my response. Looks exactly like him. People are getting mad at me for saying that.
If it was in a different show, it would slap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Does it feel like Star Wars to you guys, or is it kind of like
the grin? No.
It just looks like a weird robot. It doesn't look like anything Star Wars at all. I don't know. I think not to me, but
like here's the actual character. Like, why is it bronze?
Is that just the lighting?
I don't know. Like, every single image that I see, it looks black in the show.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bronze. So why is
that does look a little cooler, but
yeah, it's got that tint though, as if like the bronze has been like wiped away or something. Like I don't know. It's got that like weird bronzish tint. You know what I'm talking about? Like right above the right by the eyes.
See, I feel like if the teeth were like, you replace it with like some sort of vent, like kind of like a
right. It would feel more Star Wars, like not the teeth. The teeth is like why do you have intimidating teeth on your helmet? Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like we are like it's kind of a mix between Venom and like if you mashed a Darth Vader.
I have Venom,
but also Venom. Like there's there should be something to help you like be able to hear him when he's talking.
Yeah.
Right?
That would make sense.
I can't remember what Kylo Ren's helmet looks like. Let me look it up.
Optics Razor says, or it does say Black Series, then it could be a little more refined than the regular product, but still more info would be needed. So maybe that's. But isn't the Black Series like about just like the way the box is designed? I thought that was like just like the Hasbro like because they
maybe
had
this
the
is
Black
like a
Series
limited
different ones.
edition gold helmet or something.
I have no idea.
Because this is a collectible.
Yeah,
I
see,
guess.
this is the Black Series. Yeah, because I remember from like that Reva, like the Reva saber was part of the Black Series, and there's been a bunch of them that are like part of the Black Series, which I think they're just, I don't know. It's like
I don't think the Reva got funded though, did it? I don't even know.
No, it didn't. I don't think it did.
So this is up for pre-order. I think in
who's ordering this?
Like I think tomorrow, maybe, or tomorrow, the next day it goes up for pre-order.
I think it's
and
tomorrow.
Then it starts shipping.
Let's read some of the responses.
In like fall. It starts shipping in fall.
Okay. John Delarose says, this is the dumbest design I've ever seen from a Star Wars character. I'm sure it will be a bestseller. I have Reva's lightsaber levels of anticipation.
Yeah, it didn't get funded.
My issue is, why does the visor look like that one on Hasbro, but in the show it's straight cross in the single visor, and why is it gold?
Yeah, see, like, why is it gold? Like, why is it a bronze color?
So there you go.
My guess is it's like a limited edition version of it, where they're going to just have like the more commercial, like they're going to actually sell the black helmet more of a commercially way. I don't know though. Who knows? Who knows what they're trying to do? I mean, who's going to want to actually buy this thing? Because people
apparently
hate the show.
No one, John. Because I'm looking through these Venom. Somebody says Venom. I'm looking through these replies. I mean, nobody's like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to order that.
Mm-hmm. I think that they were like, they were really anticipating like this show to be a hit, right?
Yeah.
So much so, just like with the Kenobi show, so much so that they're like, we have like a really great villain, okay, and we're gonna invest in this merchandise. It's gonna, people are gonna want it. He's gonna look so killer. He's gonna look so intimidating that people are gonna want to cosplay as him. Let's put this helmet up. Same thing with Reva. Like nobody wants that lightsaber. It didn't get funded. Like nobody wanted it. It wasn't a hit show. People actually criticized Kenobi. And I think that like they were really pushing for this new show, thinking like, oh, it's going to slap. It's going to be a hit. People are going to love it. It's going to be like gruesome, right? R-rated Star Wars show. We're going to get to see people get slaughtered. Like we haven't seen that before in a Star Wars show. But yeah, like they thought it was going to do good. And they're like, let's put out this helmet. It's so intimidating, right? They did such a great job on it. So it says it'll cost $99.99 and will be released sometime in summer of 2025. So not even this year.
What?
Not going to be any demand. Like you got to sell it now, at least. So you know, it makes sense.
Pre-order. Yeah, it's up for pre-order tomorrow, but it won't be released until summer of 2025.
Yeah, by then everybody.
I heard two things. I actually heard two things. I thought I heard summer of 20 and fall of 2025. So which one is it?
But by then, like people will have forgotten about the show anyway. Like it's like, who cares?
People want to forget about the show now.
Maybe they're maybe they're like looking at Acolyte season 2, and that's why it'll be released around there.
Oh,
like, hype for Acolyte season 2.
Sorry, Steph.
That's okay.
I was gonna say let's spend another $180 million.
I know, right?
Another terrible Star Wars show.
Oh, geez. Psychotic Mongoose, thanks for gifting a membership to the chat. I think you got the membership you gifted, which is kind of funny. He got his own membership that he gifted.
Yeah, see, on Hasbro or on this website, what is it? StarWars.net. It says it's going to release summer of 2025, and then on Collider, it says fall of 2025. There's two different things, two different dates.
Is it on the Hasbro? That's on Hasbro?
So it's on, yeah. It says released, or no, on whatever website that I was looking at. I already X'd out of them both.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Well, I just think it's funny because like nobody's gonna care by then. Just like nobody cared about the Reva lightsaber, and then we were all called racist for not wanting it. Remember, everybody was like, "Oh, you guys are just racist. You don't want our lightsabers." That was fun. This show is received as well as the main star Amandla. That she did a rap. Did you hear the rap, John?
Oh yeah.
Going viral on
Yeah.
Twitter again.
She's back on Twitter again. Yeah, that one. That was received really well. My favorite rendition is still from Perry Chan.
I haven't seen this yet.
Oh my God, this is
play it.
amazing. Okay, we're gonna play it right now. Here we go.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
No.
That's my favorite one by far. I mean, it's so good. John, did you make one? Did you make a parody?
No. I might have memed a couple times off of it, but she's gonna look back at that and be like, "Oh man, what was I thinking?" Like 10 years from now. I think so. I think 10 years from now, she's gonna hopefully. I mean, don't you feel like that when you look back at stuff you did 10 years ago or 15 years ago?
Well, it depends. Because
yesterday, and you're like, "Oh man, that was cringe." Gosh.
Well, yeah, but like also it depends.
I do.
Because I mean, I do, but I'm saying it also depends because she's like, I think she's been corrupted by the woke mind virus. So if she wakes up from the woke mind virus, like, yeah, she'll be like, oh my God, that was cringe. But
she gets woke from the woke.
Yeah.
From the woke. Yeah.
Awoke from the woke. I don't know. Either way, if she wakes up from being like crazy woke, then maybe she'll realize how cringe she was. But if she doesn't, she'll double down. She'll make another one, John. She'll make multiple. She'll have like an album of woke rap music to tell us how racist we are, especially you. I mean, you're white.
I'm really white.
Like really white. You're like the most racist of us all. Can I, do you by any chance have some of your memes handy for the Acolyte that have gone viral? Maybe you can pull some of those up because
I love how every time the Rotten Tomatoes score dips, you put out another one.
There's nothing original. There's nothing original whatsoever. It's just like I periodically check and I was like, oh, it hit 13, you know. Just literally copy and paste over like the last one. Like it's so low effort.
But that is so amazing because you got like insane impressions. You're gonna get a good check from Twitter. Like that is gonna be a good check for you.
Yeah, I mean, I already got paid. I got monetized and I got paid, and it was pretty decent. And I didn't even really get any of the. I didn't even get paid for the really big ones, so it wasn't bad. If I understand how it goes, but let's see if I've got any. Let's see if I've got any.
Stephani's brown. She's safe. John is screwed.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what I do,
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Is what it is.
So we were talking about while you pull those up. Stephanie also made a very viral tweet about the Acolyte. By the way, we will be joined by Script Doctor at some point, and we can actually properly talk about the episode, especially between Script Doctor and Stephanie, who've actually seen it. John and I don't watch this shitty show, so my knowledge comes from the internet and people like Stephanie who are doing the Lord's work by posting these random ass clips like this chick giving herself a fucking haircut with a lightsaber and
so
Stephanie's
ridiculous.
I love the caption, the power of haircuts. This is amazing. Good. Here we go. God, this is so bad. She touched her face with that.
She did. If you slow it down, she did. She got incredibly close.
She 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. That is
that's like right by her neck.
Yeah.
Face and head is gone, guys. Like, this is no joke. This is no joke. But yeah,
They went so hard with the music at the end too.
I know.
Yeah,
And
it's just like trying so hard. Like, why couldn't she just cut her hair? Like, why does it have to be so darn dramatic? You know, just the way she like.
There's the music.
Here's the funny thing: like, if people actually liked this show, like if people liked it up to this point, this probably wouldn't even be that big of a deal, really. Like, if you're really invested in the characters or whatever. But because the show's been such a clown show up to this point, it's like we are gonna harp on every little thing that is so stupid.
People would let things pass if the story is good. Like, if it's it's like a whatever. But with this shit, it's like, I mean, this is so cringe. By the way, when she did this, I'm gonna tell you, Stephanie, my first impression when she starts going like this, I literally thought she was gonna bust into some sort of like musical, like modern dance, because she starts going like.
I thought she was going to commit like self-delete. I thought she was
like seppuku.
Yeah, I thought she was going to commit seppuku. Like,
I want to see that.
I thought she was going to do that. I was like, oh shoot, okay, so her sister doesn't want to, be with her anymore, and she's done all these terrible things. I thought she was going to end it.
Dude, that would have been hardcore.
Then she did that, and I was laughing. So I'm editing, and I'm like, watching the Acolyte while I'm doing that. And I saw that, and I started laughing. I just picked up my phone and just I'm like, ain't no way they put this in Star Wars. And what's even funnier is like she's been taking out Jedi, right? She's been since the beginning of the show, taking them out with knives. So she's
like
got
actual knives? Not
with actual knives. She's been taking them out with knives.
Shut up.
She could have cut her hair with her knives, but she uses the lightsaber.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be that dramatic. Like, just cut your hair. I don't know. Like, it's
what the fuck? It's like
what a dangerous way to do it, And plus, too, you probably like to smell a burnt hair.
Yeah.
The ends are like singeing. There was like smoke coming off. And like I've seen like a lot of people's reaction to that tweet, and they were like, no, if like dreads, those things would be up in smoke. Like you'd be bald. They would catch fire if that was like a real thing.
Here is some of the Disney cope, because there was a couple that came at me. So one of them's any other dumb reasons to hate on the show. Can't we have a week where nobody of you is complaining about the smallest detail? And then they like put this picture. I'm guessing this is from like the High Republic animated show or something. Because I've never seen this garbage.
That's no, it's not.
What is this?
There's been 3 people, 1, 2, 3, that have replied back to me with this. They're like, Star Wars haircut's already been done before, guys. It's like, bro, no. You best stop. You stop right there.
Well, okay. I mean, what
can't reach into your deep fucking pockets. Don't reach down into your deep in the pockets and pull out some bullshit like this. You know it's cringe just because it happened like once before in this anime fucking shit. In this anime Clone Wars way back in the day. No, you can't pull that out of your back pocket. Like get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I didn't watch this garbage. I didn't even watch Clone Wars.
It's actually really good. You should.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that. My Star Wars stopped with like literally like I was like I watched Last Jedi and then I was like done. But before that, like I didn't watch Clone Wars. I didn't watch any of those stuff. Like my Star Wars was like always just the movies, like the 3 and then like, the 3 OG and the 3 prequels. And like that's it. The Disney ones I gave a shot, but my God, they were so terrible. So this is 2003 is legit, people are saying. So Yoda cut off this dude's like braid thing with a lightsaber. That seems unnecessary.
That's Anakin.
He cut it off. That Anakin's little Jedi braid with the
Padawan thing. Yeah.
But that seems unnecessary to me. Don't they tell you like as a Jedi Master, doesn't like the Jedi Master say you have to like respect the sword and not use it for like frivolous shit? like I don't know, cutting hair.
I guess if it's a ritual, but that angle probably, and not to really knock Clone Wars or anything, but that angle doesn't look like it would work really well if it, the way he's facing Yoda.
Yeah, how is he doing that? Like, he's just.
But
I mean, he goes.
Anyways, yeah. Well, it's like cutting the umbilical cord. Think of it that it's a rites of passage thing.
But with a fucking lightsaber, John.
I don't know. I mean, if it's part of the ritual of the Jedi, I mean, like I'm not like deeply invested into the lore. It's more like I don't have a problem with her even like it's the way she cuts her hair and the whole thing. I mean, that's kind of more the issue. Like it just seems so unnecessary. The
whole
and if you're gonna do it, I mean, just yeah. Well, I'm so uninvested in Star Wars, so
yeah.
I'm not even gonna have like a proper
someone
opinion,
said in the chat like it was ceremonial. Not Telling did. Yeah, it was. It's just like it was ceremonial. Like this show, right? It's just like you said earlier. It's cringe, but you can excuse it because it's so good. Like that's what this was. It's part of a ceremony. It's part of a ritual, and you really should watch it because it's fantastic. It's so great. But I don't know if is it part of Disney canon? Because I don't think you can find this on Disney Plus. At least,
how many episodes is it?
Let me see.
Like was it like one season?
A few seasons. Because they picked it up. Disney released another season of the Clone Wars, I think.
Well, I know like they did the 3D Clone Wars, but I didn't know that they did like the 2D animation. Somebody said in the chat, I think it was Optic Razor. Yes, it was from the same guy that did Samurai Jack, which that's why it looks like Samurai Jack. I was thinking like I've seen that animation style somewhere before, and that's where it was from. I love Samurai Jack. That's a good show. It's free on YouTube, says Spike and Meredith.
It's not on. It's not on Disney. I don't think it's on Disney Plus.
Well, apparently it's free on YouTube, Steph. According to Spike.
I don't know.
And also, I wanted to thank Low Watermark for gifting 10 memberships to the chat. Thank you, bud. Very
because it wasn't there. Like it wasn't there before. But I don't know.
Well, that's some of the stuff that people are saying. Somebody else brought up Count Dooku because like he had the things like right up to his face. And I was like, well, he's about to get decapitated. Like he's not about to like get a haircut. That was the whole point, is they're gonna, chop his head off. I just feel like, I don't know, a lightsaber being like reduced to like hair cutting shears. Yeah, it just feels a little cheap.
Yeah, it's cringe, and like a lot of people are, putting that photo, that exact photo. Like someone posted it and then other people are just, saving it and reusing it just to throw it back. What's interesting though is that, and I was telling you this before the stream started, I usually mute a thread if it gets more interaction than like any of my normal crap, right, that I put out on Twitter. I'll mute it because I don't want my phone blowing up with notifications. But this one I was like, you know what, I want to kind of see what people are saying about it. If more people are like, if I get like a lot of pushback or see what like the shills would say to it. And I've gotten 2 reactions, and honestly the majority of it, and I want to say like 99% of it is people going, what the fuck is Disney? I haven't watched Star Wars in a long time, but this looks awful. Is this real? Is this a deep fake? People are like saying that, like, is this real? There's no way this could be real. Star Wars is done. Disney ruined Star Wars. A lot of people are saying that. They're like, I don't watch The Acolyte, but this looks terrible. Is this real? A lot of people are asking, is this real? They don't believe that this is Star Wars. Yeah. They don't believe that this is Star Wars. They're just like, are you kidding me? And a handful of people, a handful of people, because I did not mute the thread because I wanted to see what people would say. A handful of people are throwing that photo in there, right, of Yoda cutting off the Padawan braid. A handful of people throwing that in there. But it's like you said, if it's a great show and it makes sense within the show, then whatever, you can excuse it. Yes. Oh my God, that one is so great.
That's great.
That one is so good.
I'm retweeting that. That's fucking funny.
Yes, that is so good.
Oh my
and
God,
then
that was funny.
another like little even smaller sect are like, this was the best Acolyte episode ever.
You know,
and
that's one of the things
you're just
I've
finding
seen.
nipicking something to complain about.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen a lot of that.
It was terrible. The main baddie you needed help from a bunch of bugs, and he got taken out. Like, come on. He killed all of these Jedi, and all you needed to do was put a light on his back, and he gets taken out by a bunch of bugs. Like, get out of here. This is not the best Star Wars show ever, right? This is not the best episode ever. It was terrible.
I mean, I've seen that though, Steph. There was a bunch of the comments that was like, "This is the best Star Wars episode. Like, this was amazing." And I was like, "Why? What happens in the end of it?" I mean, from that, like, I was just wondering, like, what happens in the end with the, where do you go from cutting your hair?
So there's twins on it, right? There's 2 twins. That's why she cut her hair, because she's going to take the place of her twin, right? That the bad twin cut her hair. And she's trying to get away from the stranger. I don't remember his name because I'm not really paying attention too much. I just barely found out and figured out that the good twin's name was Osha. And even I'm not even sure if that's right. I think the good twin is Osha and the bad twin is May. Pretty sure.
But even I'm calling it the Parent Trap now.
Now now it's the Parent Trap. Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, okay, so now it's the Parent Trap." Like, because literally in the Parent Trap, like, they cut their hair to match each other, and then they go their separate ways. So the stranger is taking the good twin, and the bad twin has disguised herself and gone with the Jedi. So now it's the Parent Trap. So, but the good twin is gonna know, like, oh,
totally dead. Like, is that
no? She just got knocked out.
Oh, she's just knocked out. Oh, okay.
Quimir, that's his name. Quimir. I couldn't remember his name.
Oh, okay. Is that? I thought she was.
Can you imagine the pitch meeting for this? Like, Leslie Headland's like, so I want to do Star Wars and I want to do the Parent Trap. It's gonna be like the Parent Trap in space with some elements of the barbershop. I don't know.
Todd.
Yeah.
Some Sweeney Todd in there.
Okay, but we need a girl boss moment, a powerful moment. Got you. She's gonna cut her hair with a lightsaber. But here's the thing: I don't think that they realize. Okay, or did they remember it? I don't know. Is it gonna come up? Who knows? The bad sister has a huge fucking tattoo on her forehead. It's a gigantic circle.
Wait, let's go back to that. It's a gigantic
circle, and if you look at her hair after she, cuts it, the dread bangs are like this. They don't really cover it very well. Okay.
Well, apparently, I mean, in Star Wars, aren't you supposed to sense,
she can use the Force. She had some Force powers, and the good twin can't really do that. So, like, I would think that they would be able to sense her Force powers that she has. But look at her bangs.
I don't see a tattoo though.
She does. She's got a big circle tattoo. That if you were standing right next to her, you'd be able to see it.
The good sister, right? The other one?
It's not even like it's small, right? Like a Harry Potter.
No, the bad
tattoo,
sister.
Like the lightning bolt in Harry Potter. It's not even like that. It's small. And even him, like when his hair is on, like it covers his tattoo.
Yeah.
You have to show it, right?
She'll just use her lightsaber. Hers is a
gigantic fucking circle. And her bangs are like this. So you really think that like the Jedi aren't going to see that or sniff that out? Like they really not paying some
extensions or something, right? Like
you're right, John. She's gonna grade it off. She's gonna grade it off.
Yeah, you can do any lightsabers are so they're
she'll just do just a light singe of the skin. It's okay. Just a light, just brush it right against.
Harmless now. Like you could stab somebody with a lightsaber and they still live. Like lightsabers are fun. Like you don't have to worry. You can cut your hair with them. Like you could do. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure some people get. Just use your imagination of all the things you can do with a lightsaber.
I love Robot Head's video. Like Disney doesn't understand Star Wars lightsabers. Do you remember that video that he came out with like a couple of years ago or maybe a year ago? I don't remember. But I love that because it's 100% true. Like they don't know. Yeah. Star Wars can impale and not kill only when like you want them to, right? Because there's been parts in what was the show that came out before this show? That was a Star Wars show. I don't remember. But they got like impaled with a lightsaber, and it did. Was it Ahsoka? And like it didn't kill her, right? Like
I think like Obi. Did they do it in Obi-Wan too, where one of the characters got impaled and they lived? Like it was so. Yeah. Like it's so stupid. Like Qui-Gon, like he was dead. The whole thing is when you
even in Kenobi, because Reva got like stabbed in the stomach.
She got stabbed and she still freaking survived. Like here's the other thing too. It's like I find like a lightsaber is not like a sword. Like,
no, it's not. They're treating them like swords. They will melt your insides. Like
right. And so the thing is, like, if you get stabbed with one, I really find it difficult to believe you'd be even able to stand, because your first inclination probably is like your legs are going to go out or something, right? You're going to go into shock. You're going to fall, and that sucker is going to like rip right through you as you do. Like it doesn't. You don't impale somebody with a lightsaber.
It's literally burning your organs. Like if they stab you in the stomach, like they'll stab you. Like it's like you're melting the organs on the inside. Like if you get them on the shoulder or something, like maybe you could survive that, but like your arm's coming off, like like that, like your limb will be off. Like it's not, it's not just like you'll survive it, but your limb is gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the same. This is the same saber that melts metal, and it's going through your flesh. It's going to burn you from the inside. All right.
Yeah.
It is. But yeah, like they don't understand lightsabers. That they're useful when they're useful to the story, right? If they don't want you to die yet, it's fine.
It's a plot device.
You didn't hit any vital organs. You're totally cool. Just walk it off. But yeah, there's a fight scene in this episode where I don't know, the guy like the stranger stabs one Jedi and then force pulls. It's a pretty cool scene, I'm not gonna lie, but he force pulls another Jedi towards him, and so like they're skewered on his lightsaber. And they're dead. And like, I feel like if they were important to the show, they would just walk it off, right? Because it's like, but they're only stabbed once, right? Like it's only stabbed once.
That's hilarious. Here's another scene that Gary uploaded from the show, just so we can see. The funny
thing is, even with that robot head video, like it's even gotten dumber after, like
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh like, yeah, it's even he has to do an updated video on it. He has to do an update because it's gotten even more dumb.
Yeah, he has to do an update video for that. I have to watch it though.
What are you? I have no name.
He's got no name.
But a Jedi like you might call me Sith. What are you?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
That's
like
him.
That's how you're gonna do it?
It's a Sith, John.
Wow.
Sith.
He's holding a lightsaber to her head, by the way.
Yeah, like a gun.
It's a gun. Yeah. It's like a gun. When I actually took a picture of this and I was going to upload it and be like, look, it's a gun. Lightsabers are like guns now. He's holding it to her head. And I was going to upload it and be like, put it down or I'll shoot. Because when he takes her and he puts the lightsaber to her head, the Jedi Master, he's like, hold on. He puts down his lightsaber.
Oh my god. Maybe he's trying to fix her haircut, guys.
He puts down the lightsaber. This is before that. That's the good twin.
Oh, this is the good twin. This one.
Yeah, that's the good twin.
Oh, okay. Maybe
this is how you reveal, like, like, hey, I'm a Sith. Like, it seems so anticlimactic as well. Like, you might call me a Sith. Like, it's just
Jedi, like you call me Sith.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Well,
All right.
I think like even after that, he had this line that I laughed at because he's like, you know, why would you reveal yourself? He's like, well, I mean, I had a helmet, but
What? He said that? No.
yeah,
Just so
He's like-
nonchalant.
so nonchalant. He's like, well, I mean, I had a helmet, and he looks down at it because it got knocked off his head.
This is so bad. You're not. You can't be serious. That's
Yeah, he's like, well, I had a helmet, but. And then like he goes, well, now that you guys have seen my face, I have to kill all of you. And so that's why he like tries to like kill them all, but he doesn't. He succeeds in killing 2 more. But one of them by snapping his neck. And people are like, oh my god, it's so brutal.
Wait,
This
did
is
he
the most
snap his
brutal
neck with the
Star
Force?
Wars ever to exist. And I'm like, dude, Darth Maul literally got chopped in half. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Wait.
Count Dooku got
Did
his
he-
head chopped off.
Yeah.
Did he force choke him though, or did he like? How did he do it?
No, he just
How
like
did he snap his neck?
I
Like
don't
with his
know.
hands?
with
Not-
his hands.
Not with the Force.
Yeah, he snapped it with
okay.
his hands. He didn't snap it with the Force. That would have been cool. There's
That would
snap
have
your
been
neck
sweet.
with
Just,
the
like,
Force.
twist,
Yeah.
No, yeah, he like got him on his knees and then snapped his neck.
I was like, that sounds cool with the Force. Like if he's doing like a Darth Vader kind of, because you know how Darth Vader had like the Force choke. I was like, you could do like the Force snap. Like that would be kind of cool.
That'd be
But-
pretty dope. That's kind of like the
didn't do
equivalent
that.
of The Boys, where that chick has the power to like blow up people's heads.
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But
I haven't watched
Like,
the
if they're-
latest season.
sounds messed up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's okay. There's some good moments. There's still some like, you know, it still lives up to some of it, but then other moments are like, oh gosh, what did you guys do to this show? Like, why did you make Frenchie? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah,
I saw that they
totally
made Frenchie
screwed
gay.
Yeah, like where the hell
Yeah.
did this come from? Because
I saw that
the
they made Frenchie gay.
last 3 seasons,
Hasn't he been in love with that one girl?
yeah. So
Yeah.
it was like, why would you do that?
Oh, so he was like bi the whole time? That's fine.
No, he was
That's-
never gay. There's no inclination that he's ever been gay or swinging that way in any way.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the showrunner just they did one of this like, hey, we're just gonna take you, you know, we're gonna turn
Yeah.
you bi.
You have a funny accent. Let's use you.
Oh my god, that sounds awful. I never watched that show because too many people praised it, and I was like, okay, let's see what happens with this. And then it didn't end up. Apparently, it didn't end up well.
I
There's
actually
a-
liked the first season. The first season was good. Second season,
I know
was-
everybody raved about
Yeah.
the first season. Everybody was like, you should watch it. And I was like, I'll wait and see if it keeps up this level of
yeah.
amazingness.
Season
before
started
I-
off real strong for me, and then it was like, and the third
I heard
season
there was
like,
I heard there was some really, really like insane thing in it actually, because Michelle was talking about that. Some in the new season, there's like some really graphic scene or something. She was like, whoa, like she's like, I wasn't prepared for that.
more graphic than the
lot of-
guy exploding in the butt.
I don't know. She said it wasn't
Come on,
violent.
John, you
She said
remember
it
that
was
part.
more. She said it was
Oh,
like
this latest
kind of like
season?
gay sexual shit. So I don't know. She
Oh.
said it was more like
Yeah,
a lot of gay stuff going on. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean that show is pretty graphic in general.
Yeah. The
Like,
one
it
gay thing that
definitely-
I remember is the guy like going into another dude's butt and then getting big again.
Wow.
I think it was. Oh well, I thought it was his urethra. I think, or his.
Oh
Or
yeah, it was.
maybe we're thinking
Yeah,
about
you're
two-
right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was that.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went inside of it to like rub it on the inside.
What?
God.
What the
And then
fuck?
like did he sneeze or something? I can't remember.
Something like that, yeah. And
He-
yeah.
Oh my
Killed
god.
her
Well, back to Star Wars. There was also this bit of news, which I think I saw a huge post about this, John. It says Star Wars new Jedi Order director says she will ignore fan criticism. I'm just drowning out those voices until I'm done. So that's the new Star Wars movie being made. I'm going to read this article because it's funny.
Ray movie.
Said Star Wars fandom is currently being shaken by a release of the Acolyte the show has garnered much backlash due to being a female-led, having some woke themes. I don't think the show's having backlash because it's being female-led. I think it's having backlash because it sucks. That's what people don't seem to get. Like these journos don't understand when we're like, we
I'm
don't
pretty
like the story.
sure that people enjoyed Rogue One. I mean, I didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of other people did, and I'm a female. Imagine that.
I hated it.
A lot of people like Rogue One. That's led by a female.
Wow, I hated it.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I actually, when the robot died, I actually, I felt something about that character.
Yeah, and then they tried to recreate that moment in Solo, but then they made the robot like completely insufferable.
Yeah, it's like,
that nobody cared. They wanted her to die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So having woke themes and overall being a low quality despite its enormous budget. I mean, that's an under fucking statement. Like,
man, 180
the budget for this is
mil.
insane. Still, despite the show apparently being a disaster for the studio so far, the franchise continues. Of course it does. And there are plenty of other projects in the works. We have the release of a skeleton crew to look forward to. What the hell is that? A skeleton crew? What's that about? Anybody know here?
Yeah, that's another show that's in the works.
Is that also female led?
I think so, actually. Yeah, I think it is.
Awesome.
Is it an animated show though? I can't remember if it's an animated show or not.
Rhino's in the chat. He'll know.
Skeleton Crew. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Reggie?
Mangold's new Star Wars film that takes place 1,000 years in the past, among other projects, and Rey's upcoming movie tentatively titled The New Jedi Order. A new Star Wars movie was announced at Star Wars Celebration 2023, focusing on Rey after the rise of Skywalker, or Rey-Patine. Directed by Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. Do it again.
I love saying her name.
I love hearing you say her name. I want to clip you saying that. Can you say that again so I can clip it?
Charmin Obaid-Chinoy.
I'm gonna clip that. The film follows Rey's journey to rebuild the Jedi Order. Originally, Damon Lindelof, gross, I hate that guy, and Justin Britt Gibson were set to write, but Stephen Knight took over. The story is set 15 years after the rise of Skywalker, exploring the post-war, post-First Order galaxy with the Jedi in disarray.
That war lasted all of like a year, if that even. like the First Order comes to be, like they completely take over the galaxy in one movie, and yeah, like 1 year later, Rise of Skywalker, and that's it.
And then somehow Palpatine returns.
Oh my gosh!
Kathleen Kennedy shared that Rey is working to fulfill her promise to Luke and rebuild the Jedi Order based on ancient texts. You mean the texts that Yoda burned down? This upcoming movie is special due to several reasons. First, it's going to be directed by a woman of color. Guys, I mean, this is amazing. Wow. Second, apparently it won't lead to a new trilogy. Thank God. So far, the movie seems to be a standalone. And Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. Why did I sound like Mickey Mouse saying that? Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. She's my favorite. Is quite aware of the backlash that all female-led projects receive online, especially in Star Wars fandom, but it doesn't appear that the successful director is all that bothered by it. How is she successful? I guess she's done like one documentary or something. I'm not sure that. I don't know if I would consider her.
I think she won an Oscar for, what was it, like a foreign language film or short film. I don't know.
I thought it was a
I'll
documentary.
Google her. Charmina.
She said that in her latest interview that she is quite aware that of the criticism and backlash that her involvement generated, but she won't crack under the pressure. She's going to continue creating while drowning out the voices. That's your voices, John. She doesn't like your voice.
I don't think she likes anybody's voice.
I don't think she likes anybody's voice either. The greatest thing about Star Wars is that everyone has a personal connection to it. Everyone is passionate about it. And I'm going to destroy it for you. I mean, throughout the fandom, people have clear ideas about who should direct or what the stories should be about.
Nobody cares about who's direct. Gosh.
We just want good stories. I'm just drowning out those voices until I'm done. As a storyteller, I'm focused on drawing new moviegoers into the cinema. Oh, God, it's made for a modern audience, people. And bringing a sense of nostalgia that will appeal to older fans of the series. I'll give you some member berries. That's what she's saying. If history of cinematography taught us anything, playing on nostalgia can go either very right or very wrong. Wow, they're actually right about that. We hope that this is the case. In this case, it's going to be the former. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. I think it's going to be a goddamn trash fire. What do you guys think? Think it's going to be good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be so good.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. The fact that they're already talking about, like, we have to drown out the fan criticism with they already have a problem with I don't even know, this show hasn't even started yet or hasn't started production. There's no script, nothing, and they're already running interference for it. Like, Star Wars fandom doesn't like female-led Star Wars shows. She's gonna ruin it. Like, it's gonna get ruined. They're gonna put a bunch of messaging in it, and it, you know what, the script doesn't even matter. I don't even know why I'm talking about the script or wondering about the script, because it doesn't matter. All that matters to them is that it is female led. And it's so funny that she's like, we all have some sort of connection with Star Wars. Well, okay, you know that. All right. So you better not do Star Wars a disservice, but she doesn't fucking care.
But also knowing that Star Wars means a lot to people, most of those people that you're talking about are men. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing that I don't think she quite understands, is that yeah, it does mean
they
lot
do. They
a
understand that, but they also don't care.
Right. It's that
because they hate men.
I mean,
right?
she especially, I mean, look
activist women hate men. They don't care. So they don't exist to them. They're not thinking about men when they say this.
Exactly. And Ian So Forth comes in with a 50. Thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. Says, I enjoy making men uncomfortable. That's what she's known for saying. Says the person who makes everyone uncomfortable. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Ian, you're so right on the money, as usual. It's just, this is what she's about. She already admitted that she likes making men uncomfortable. She likes, and now she's talking about bringing in these new eyes to this IP or whatever. It's all like the same shit that we've heard. We want new, new modern audiences for Star Wars. We don't really care about the old, the old guard. They don't care about men that care about this show at all. It's actually kind of crazy. Thank you again, Ian. And then Chris Cran is here for $5. Says, oh my God, I get the trifecta tonight. Nina, Steph, and John live stream. Definitely staying up past my bedtime. John, you tweet too much. Steph needs a turtle.
Aww. I do need a turtle.
Well, here is my favorite turtle picture. There you go, Stephanie.
Oh my God, I love it.
I know.
You reacted to that video that I put out on Instagram, right? The reel.
What?
The man didn't you react to that reel that I put out of the man like throwing the turtle over the bridge?
No.
You've seen it. And I was like, sir,
I've
they
seen it.
can't swim. Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
god,
no.
yes! I was screaming. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I had to watch that a few times because I was just like, what did
just
he
killed
do?
that turtle.
Is it like Anchorman where he kicks the dog like over the overpass?
Hold
No,
on,
he
let me
thinks
find
he's
it.
doing it a favor, and he like throws
Oh.
it on the overpass, being like, "Oh, and like free, you're gonna be free,
You're free.
turtle. Go swim."
No.
And like Steph
You're
is
free
like,
one way or the other.
"Just killed that fucking thing. That's a tortoise."
Instagram
Like,
is where I have fun.
"What?" Oh no. He's like, no, don't do it.
Anything you want to say with Mr. Franklin before he go? Bye. You want to say
Oh
bye?
man.
Bye.
Easy.
Oh.
All right, bye.
Oh, that's so sad.
Man,
He's floating though. Is he floating?
He launched him to his death. That's a tortoise. They don't swim.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
Like, poor Franklin.
goodbye,
Yeah,
Mr.
that poor tortoise.
Franklin.
Just like looking over the precipice, like, please don't do it. And he's like,
I
"Here,
know
just
the
say
way he was
goodbye."
looking over too, like his neck was stretched out. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
He's like, no.
this guy hates me. This guy is a horrible person. Meanwhile, he thinks he's doing him a
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. Is he
Desert
like
Fox says that's how I learned to swim. Thank you for becoming a member, Phil. Appreciate you. Thank you. So there you go. That's pretty much the Star Wars news.
I did find the interview with her when she was talking about Charmaine. Yeah, Charmaine Amoy.
Sure, let's play it.
It's pretty concise.
Let's play it.
All right.
Tossed into the deep end. Oh man.
Or can I share? Oh, I could share file. Can I do that? All right. My bad.
If you need to open it, you can just drag the file to your Chrome browser, and it should open it if it's a video. 16-bit mascot for 350 says, "Hey guys, hope you're having a great hump day. Doing all right, man. We're doing all right. Thank you."
All right, I think this will work. Is that working?
I see an infinite screen.
All right, what about now?
Nope.
Nothing? Okay.
Mm-mm. That's not it.
All right. Entire screen. This is what I want, I think. All right. So we're going to go there. Is that working?
There we go. Yep.
Cool. All right.
Hopefully it'll have audio. I don't hear anything. Yeah, I don't hear audio.
Son of a...
No.
Man, I've been out of the loop here. Also share system audio. There we go. Okay. Apologize. All right, here we go.
The first woman and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film. The force is strong with this one. Here's Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy.
You know, I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. And we're in 2024 now. And I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
And I'm going to be the one to do it. George
Lucas's wife gets no love, man. Like, no love.
What is the balance of activating a force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure? And is that a part of the calculation?
God, Jon Stewart is so cringe.
Well, and what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable and recognize
Ugh.
that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection, and then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
I love your
A
attitude.
little dramatic. Okay, so I
Just a
think
little bit. That was good.
yeah, I
Except
think
your
that
like Mexican internet. Other than that, it was great.
oh yeah, my internet. Okay.
The
There was also this other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, especially with you, Stephanie, because you have to help me tell the story to John. So this also happened. There was a very weird cringe video that was released about Star Wars. Did you see this, John, by any chance? This weird cringe video going around?
I don't think
of-
so. No.
Of people.
Maybe I
Okay,
did.
well, we're gonna play this. Thanks to Stephanie for taking it down, for for archiving this, because this has now been deleted, because there's a lot of drama involved with this. We're gonna watch this though. Here we go. Get ready for the cringe, guys.
Matters what side you choose. Even if there will never be more light than darkness. Even if there can be no more joy in the galaxy than there is pain. I'm not reading this.
It's Qui-Gon's quote.
Star Wars is for everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Star Wars is for everyone. Regardless of race.
Regardless of religion.
Regardless of gender.
Or identity.
Not every
Okay,
show,
wait.
movie,
Before we go on, with the cringe, keep this person in mind. This cartoon identity that's talking about their identity. That's really funny.
Identity.
Not every show, movie, comic book, collectible, or video game will be your favorite.
And that's okay.
Social media should be a place where we can share our love for the franchise.
Without being attacked for what we enjoy.
There is no room for bigotry,
misogyny,
or racism in the galaxy far, far away.
That's why when you feel alone in your fandom,
when someone attacks you for being who you are,
remember, there are more of us.
There are more of us. There are more of us.
there are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
there are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
God, this is so fucking cringe. Okay, so they came
apparently
out with
not,
this
because
video.
the Acolyte is fucking failing.
I don't know. I don't know if there is really more.
Well, like I said, they've since deleted the video due to several backlashes. Like several.
I guess there wasn't. I guess there was quite a bit more of something else out there. I don't know.
So we're gonna start with one of the funniest things I've ever
Oh,
seen.
man.
This is woke on woke crime in real time. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys saw like the little girl that was like really cute with the little baby Yoda in her hand in the video. She had like all the Star Wars toys. So she's one of the people that made the video, right? That's Louise right here. She's saying, "I'm sorry we didn't have a woman of color.
Oh my gosh.
We did have multiple POC in that video, multiple genders, multiple sexualities. We are all a minority and all being targeted."
But I thought there were more of you. If you're just a little small minority, what happened? What happened to the message? There are more of us. So you're not a small minority. Because there are more of y'all.
Yeah, there's way more. So this Dawn person comes in. You realize it's okay to have multiple, right? What part of women of color are you missing? You keep focusing on men of color, but you are ignoring the biggest issue here. Had you included us, we would have told you your video was not the way to go. You're thick-headed. Bye.
Damn.
Dawn continues to say, this is not it. When you're saying that you're an ally, it's your responsibility as a white presenting person.
Oh my gosh.
I
So
can't
many
do-
buzzwords, dude.
To make sure. Sorry, what were you gonna say? John?
No good intention deed goes unpunished.
I'm a brown presenting person.
What is white presenting? Like your skin color is white? Like I don't understand. Like,
Is this person trolling her? Is this person like?
I don't think so, John. I don't think so. I unfortunately really don't think this is a troll.
Yeah, they're very passionate about this.
This gets even worse, John, if you can imagine. This gets even worse. When you're saying that you're not an ally, this is your responsibility as a white presenting person to make sure that people being targeted and harassed are involved in that conversation, doing the bare minimum and not realizing you had no women of color. It's not okay. This mentality you have is the reason why hate of this magnitude continues to persist. Doing the bare minimum with the least amount of effort isn't helping anyone. And that is why many of us think this was all very performative. If you can't see that, I don't know what will. Wow. So then there's this Kyle guy. He was in the video. He comes in. And he's like, I think you make a very valid point. Oh my God. He like actually starts to, suck some dick. Gets on his knees. Perhaps you could suggest a way to do more. Like, help me understand how I can do better. That's
a freaking bizarro world do these people live in? Like, seriously, like they have gone so far into the matrix of identity politics. I don't know if they're ever coming back out.
That's what I'm saying.
This is weird. This shit is really weird. Like, get outside, touch some grass, talk to people, talk to who I don't talk to real people. Like, I don't know, man. This is weird. Like, this whole thing is really weird.
Yeah, it is. It's clown world. Do more that's actionable for the community. It would be great to contribute something more than simply labeling this insufficient. So this person's like, here's a suggestion. Next time, involve and talk to the people currently being bullied, Black women and other women of color. The fact that y'all didn't even notice speaks volumes. Well, maybe include the people getting most of the hate in this conversation and ask how you can support them. Black women, POC women. Did you guys really not look at who was involved? Maybe we should just include the people currently getting the most hate right now in the fandom. Like, y'all really didn't even notice that you were lacking a key element here. This means you need to do some internal work. God, you guys, that's what I'm talking about. Like this hate, like this woke on woke crime. It's so funny. They just keep eating themselves. It doesn't even stop. So Louise comes back with, it also doesn't eliminate everyone else of minority included. Dawn says, right now, the people being targeted doesn't include you. And when it does, we all, as per usual, will have your back. But right now, you need to focus on the present issue. Who is presently getting the majority of the hate? Apparently, the Black and brown women are getting a lot of hate in Star Wars. Is that true? I guess I'm white passing. I'm too white passing. I don't know. You're kind of brown. I mean, have you seen a lot of racists going on?
Only from the people that are Star Wars shills, Nina.
That makes sense.
Because I don't like their show.
I know, right?
That's when I get hated on. Yeah.
That's when your skin's a problem.
Doesn't matter.
don't-
Doesn't
you
matter
don't
that I
like
am
it.
a woman of color. Nope.
No.
Doesn't matter.
No, because I don't know anyone in the chat, and not everyone in the chat, and not everyone had a profile picture. Dawn. Okay, so that's something you can do moving forward. There you go. When you found out who was involved in this video, did you ask why there weren't any women of color involved?
Oh my god.
After you found out Disney had said that they were going to start speaking out against the hate being directed at POC actors, did you call out Disney for their silence? Did you bring it up during this collaboration? God, Dawn.
Nothing will be
fuck
good enough for
down.
Dawn. Nothing.
Like nothing is good enough for this bitch. This person comes in with, I wish I too could live in the bliss of be positive, everything is awesome, like some of y'all, but alas, I'm not afforded that privilege. I've got a thread coming on that video, but in the meantime, I'm just so frustrated. For real, not one person looked at the group and gathered and went, something is missing. Okay. So that was one of the first reasons that this video was deleted. Then there was another weirder reason for this video getting deleted, and that is because apparently the person that I told you guys to keep the note of, this weird cartoon-looking motherfucker. Hold on, let's see. There it is. This person, this cartoon thing. Turns out
That's a man, baby. Did I guess
well, yeah, you pretty much got it. Turns out this person is catfishing everyone in the community. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if they're dude or not, because they haven't really said what they are. But apparently, they were like they're some sort of personality online. But they have gone and they've stolen pictures of this woman, and like this is like the cartoon version of her apparently. And like this woman is just some unknowing woman that like has no idea what's going on. Apparently she's got a wedding coming up. No one like, and then this person just came out and was like, by the way, I've been catfishing everybody. I don't know why she decided to tell everybody that all of a sudden, but it was a thing. So this guy, John Hoey, comes out and puts out this statement. No, I will not be sharing that there are more Among Us video going around. I've taken the high road for years, but I'm fed up with the possible false perceptions about me and my podcast as a fallout of us staying mostly quiet in the wake of the awful behavior towards us as podcasts and individuals. The video was organized and made by a dude who mocked my co-host for taking time away from TRB. Oh, this was the other reason. This is the other reason. TRB, due to the complications from a life-threatening childbirth, made a mission to try to take down our podcast, revealed by multiple former podcast colleagues of his in separate conversations, among other things. Then, after apologizing for years of disgusting behavior, he proceeded to unfollow us immediately after we declined to participate in the marathon charity stream. Others declined too, but he admitted to me he didn't unfollow them because they had hundreds of thousands of YouTube subscribers. It doesn't stop there. His co-host used a burner account called Steve Palpatine to harass me on my podcast, including in the chat during our live shows. We caught him and he admitted everything. It gets harder to take the high road when I see performative bullshit about coming together as a community from dudes who have done and said awful things to actually good people in the fandom and the podcast community for years. There's so much more, but I think this helps paint the picture of what me and TRB dealt with for years, and I'm just tired of fakes and phonies and assholes. So apparently some guy in there was harassing people and podcasters. And then there's
Steve
more
Palpatine?
updates. Yeah. Steve Palpatine. And then there's more updates from Master of the TDS. This is when that whole thing comes out about this Ash Radar person being a catfish. And like some of the DMs got leaked, where the DMs of the person was like, basically like, yeah, I stole an identity and I've been like somebody else for a long time and la-di-da-di-da-da and like all the stuff. So there you go. These are the cast of your of that video. That was deleted.
It's
What
man,
does Jeremy always say? Those that preach the loudest.
yeah, have the most to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then I think
Yeah,
like it came out too that like the that one of the dudes behind it too is like an asshole.
Yeah, that's when I was reading that one. The Steve
No, it's like the
Palpatine.
nicer the front, like it never fails. Never
Yeah.
fails. The more they're trying, somebody's trying to project that they're a nice person or a nice guy. Like, just wait. Just wait. I'm not gonna say that happens all the time, but it's kind of crazy how many times it does.
Achilles Jones for 250 says Star Wars was for everyone long before they were born.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, Achilles. And I think the funniest thing to me out of the whole thing, like, I mean, the catfishing thing is funny, but it's not really funny because it's like, somebody's life is being stolen or whatever. The funniest thing to me was the woke on woke crime, which is like, no matter how much you do, some
Nothing's
woke
gonna be
weirdo
Nothing's
is not
ever good enough. So why try to
nothing.
cater? Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing's ever good enough.
Nothing.
I
Never
like
good.
that the reason she was so angry is because you needed to include a black woman in there because a black woman is at the heart of this show and she's the one receiving hate. So there needs to be black woman representation. The fact that you didn't think of that just shows that, just shows your privilege as a white person. Like it's so fucking ridiculous.
I like that chick was like, well, we have black guys. Yeah, black men. They're not black women, bitch. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, holy
It's so
shit.
ridiculous. And I guarantee you, she probably had like behind the scenes conversations like,
Probably.
I can't believe this happened. So we made a great thing. I can't believe like, oh, huh.
I mean, you would think it's like done the most horrible thing ever. I mean, it's like she tried to help. She tried to make something good, like the intentions were there. And they're like,
yeah,
no,
now
fuck
she
you,
probably.
bitch.
And the crazy thing is that she probably feels guilty about it
Yeah.
after that chick just went just full bitch mode on her. Yeah. And it's like she had nothing to feel guilty about. It's like you didn't do anything wrong.
No.
I don't like
look. No, she had nothing to feel guilty about. Like, regardless of whether or not it's cringe, right? They put out this video that I don't agree with because if Star Wars is for everyone, then it should be for me. It should be for the detractors, right?
Yeah.
You stay where you're comfortable in your little bubble. You see something you don't like, you move along, right? Because Star Wars is for everyone. You see, you don't like it, you don't like what they have to say, you move on. Hey, Star Wars is for you. You don't like it, that's fine. I like it. Let me try and go and interact with posts of people that are enjoying the show. Right?
Yeah. And block whoever you
don't
want.
like the show because I'm enjoying the show and I don't want them to ruin it for me. Right? So like just stay in your lane. If Star Wars is truly for everyone, then just ignore the hate. But no, this video is in response to all of the hate because people don't like the show that they enjoy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not,
right?
Yeah.
So it's a complete contradiction. It's complete hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's total hypocrisy on their part. Because they're saying Star Wars is for everyone, but we're going to make this video to combat all the people that hate this show that I love, that are hating on Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was for everyone, so it should be for us too. So why are you making a video in response to the hate that this show that you're loving is getting? It's for everyone, right? So it should.
Yeah.
Why are you even making a video?
Should be it should be open for criticism.
Speaking of this, Amelia Clark's scroll on brings up a really good point. Let's talk about the Superman bulge.
Oh, before you do, I went like this. My hands all full of lotion because I just put lotion on.
Okay.
Hold on, look at this dude. Oops, wait, I totally did oh my god, I'm pressing. What is wrong with me right now? Look at this guy. People just running interference. He has spread the same image around 4 times.
Oh my god.
Different people. This is from the High Republic, by the way. That's why if you don't recognize any of the characters, that's why. Okay, because they're cutting off her braid because she is now a Jedi Knight of the Republic, protector of the light. Okay, So sharing around that image. Look, see, there's been a hair. This is completely different. People are like sharing this around thinking that it means something, right? The same thing with like Anakin's braid. Okay. They're sharing around these same photos. This same photo, I've seen it so many times, thinking like, oh, it's a haircut. Bro, this is not a haircut. Okay. Them saying like, oh, it's a haircut. This isn't a haircut. If it was a haircut, they'd focus on the entire head. But no, they're focusing on this one fucking braid. All right. And there's a reason. It's because they passed the Jedi trials. Boom. You are now a Jedi Knight. This means something. It's meaningful. It is not a stupid haircut to disguise yourself as your twin sister because you need to escape from the planet that you're on.
Yeah, they were doing like the Mulan
and
thing.
for them to be doing this just shows like they don't truly know, right? Because they're like, oh, it's a haircut. It's not a fucking haircut, you idiot.
Doing the Mulan thing. You know when
oranges.
Mulan cuts off her hair to be like, I'm gonna go and join the army. You know? She's like, they're trying to do like that emotional scene where like Mulan is like cutting her hair to like commit to being the whatever his name is.
Funny is Mulan is the hero of the story.
I know.
It's the villain, right? It's the one that has killed a bunch of Jedi Knights, a bunch of Jedi protectors. Who is doing this? So it's not this girl boss moment. It's not some great thing that's happening because she's supposed to be the villain. Why would you cheer her on?
Right.
She's so badass, girl.
It's not the same. It is not the same. Milan is doing it because she doesn't want her father to go to war. Because he has a permanent injury and she is saving her dad. She doesn't want him to die in war. So what she's doing is she is risking her life because if she's found out, they will put her to death. They will execute her. Mm-hmm. So she is saving the life of her father and doing what she thinks to be the honorable thing, right? Because she is young and she can go to war, right? She can do these things. But in order to do that, she has to disguise herself as a man. So that's why that scene is so powerful, right? Because as a woman, where she's at in that time period, having that long, gorgeous hair it is feminine. It means something.
It meant something. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it means something. So for her to be chopping it off like that,
it was emotional. It had emotional impact. Whereas in this just makes you laugh. Like you're like, what the fuck? Dude, first of all, she cut off her face. So she should be like fucking no face right now. She should be dead because she cut off her face with a fucking lightsaber. Okay?
Oh my God. Someone actually did that edit. Did you see that? Gary retweeted it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, check it out.
Ian says, even if it was a haircut, a lightsaber wouldn't be my first choice, especially without a mirror.
Right. Yeah, that's
my
pretty. It's pretty damn accurate without a mirror.
Right? Like, dude, even the samurai wouldn't use their sword. They would use the little dagger, and then they would cut off with the little dagger.
This crew was like, someone needs to make an edit of her like slicing her face up because her face was so close to the lightsaber.
Yeah, it was. It was. Oh no. Oh no.
I like how it takes a second.
They took my video and did the edit.
Oh my God. I know. I like
you
how
could
it
tell
took a second
it's
too.
yours, yeah.
It reminds me of Face Off. Remember when they did that thing?
Yeah.
Face Off?
Yeah.
Oh,
oh
boy.
shit.
It reminds me of I can't even remember that movie. I remember like the part in the movie where, oh my God, what movie is it? Like it's a movie where he has a katana and like he slices this man's face in half. Like diagonally. Do you know what I'm talking about? He slices it diagonally. And then it starts to bleed, and then the face like comes
and then
off.
it falls off.
And then he's like, "Yes, I can't remember what movie that is."
Where this is from. It's not Kill Bill, is it?
No, it's not Kill Bill. It's another one.
Something recent, right?
It was something recent. I feel like I've seen that. The chat will know. I know the chat.
Yeah.
The chat knows.
Like he's like slices his head like this, and then you see the blood. Equilibrium.
Oh, okay. It's been
is that what it was? Man, that's
Equilibrium.
Yeah. I think it's like the climax.
God, I love that movie. That is such an underrated movie.
Merlin says it was Polar Express.
Revo Wood for $10 says some criticism is not for everyone, not based on gender identity, race, but based on poor writing, plot hole, and lack of respect to the lore. There are more of us than you, i.e., Rotten Tomato. This is true. Thank you.
That did happen in
Wood.
Underworld too. I guess it's like a common thing.
I guess it is a common thing, but yeah, I remember seeing it recently though. So it's definitely been longer than Equilibrium. Like it happened there, but I've seen that recently.
Yeah, I remember it happening in Underworld too. Like just that I can see it. I just don't know what it's from.
Yeah, it did happen in Underworld as well. You're right. That was a good movie too. Okay, let's talk about Superman. Let me pull up the bulge picture. John, what did you think? Have you seen the costume? Have you seen the pictures?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing really to write home about.
Is that what you thought? Nothing to write home about? People are really hating on it.
If anything, it kind of looks like a. It looks like just judging by the pictures, like they were trying to like cosplay Man of Steel. Some of the photos where it was like he's with the military. It's like,
yeah.
Can we have a Superman? Like, we've already been there, done that. Like, yeah, I'm not. We'll see. Here's the thing of it. Here's the thing. Even though I've clowned on it, I'm still hopeful. I'm still optimistic that it's going to look good. And I do think James Gunn is a, I think he's a decent filmmaker. So we'll see. But it's like we've definitely seen this scene before. So, but there's a lot more movie there. So we'll see. But
with regards to the suit, though, like, how do you feel about the suit? Like, there's a lot of people that are like calling out the S symbol. Like, they're saying the symbol sucks. They're saying, I mean, I didn't like the weird like shoulder pads and shit. I'm like, I mean, Superman doesn't really need shoulder pads. He's Superman.
The collar doesn't really. Here's the thing. The costume itself is not going to make or break the movie. Like,
no, of course not.
If it's a really good script, great acting, etc., the movie will be good regardless of the costume. So
or bad.
Yeah. So it's like it's such a. On the one hand, the costume's fine, like it's good enough to where if the movie's actually good, then it's fine. I don't think it's that terrible, and I'm sure they're going to fix some things in post. We'll see how it all goes together in terms of the overall big vision of the film.
I think you're right, though. I think they're definitely going to be fixing a lot of stuff in post. Like, for example, the jock strap. I mean, obviously there's like a massive bulge here, but Ladies at Toxic Femme pointed out that this was a jock strap, and I'm like, okay, they have to edit that shit out. Same thing with the creases and the arms, because clearly he doesn't fit the suit. Like it's not fitting properly. So I think they're gonna get rid of that kind of stuff. But also, I think the thing that made me laugh the most was, my God, what have they done to Clark Kent's fucking hat? What is this? His hair.
So the suit, I didn't mind. Like I don't mind the suit at all. Like, I don't mind the suit. The suit looks fine. I don't like the outline. It looks very Carhartt-esque, right? To have those outlines on it.
Like these things, right? Like
have that on it. It looks a little odd, but I'm not mad at it. There are some shots of it where he's I don't know if he's like bending over or something, but again, it has like those ripples, like it's ill-fitting still. Right?
Yeah.
It's still very ill-fitting. So it like the fabric or whatever it's made out of is folding.
I think it's those rubber suit ones, like the kind of like the diving
Let me see if I can
suit.
find it, because I know Endymion like shared some photos, and I think that's where I saw them. Because this is just one picture. Where is it?
Somebody says like racing bike material or.
Oh, here I got Endymion's tweet.
But if you look at Henry Cavill's suit, like it the way it fits, I mean, it's. I think the fit is just better. But
I agree with you, but
the fit is a lot
But then again,
better.
I think Henry had a better body too, Just saying.
I don't think he's probably. It's really difficult to tell because the suit, is not necessarily fitting him as tight as Henry's did. So, but I think this guy's. He looks pretty jacked, in my opinion.
No, he's very jacked. Yeah, he's very jacked. Here's another one, Nina.
Okay, let's see.
Do you see how it's like?
Oh my God, it's so creasy.
Yeah, it's very creasy. See, like a lot of people don't like the look at his face though. Oh my gosh, he's Superman.
Pretty. Yeah, he's pretty
Superman.
for sure.
A lot of people don't like the collar. I don't mind the collar. I actually like it. I'm a fan of the collar. I'm a fan of the collar. I don't mind it. I like that they brought the trunks back. I'm not mad at the suit. I'm mad at the fit of the suit.
Yeah, I think it would look better if it actually fit him.
But we'll see how it looks.
Why are people hating on the S symbol, Stephanie? Like what? Like why is everybody hating on the S? I don't get it because I'm like
I don't know. That's like the Kingdom Come S. Like I don't mind the S either. Like I think that symbol looks great. I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. The cape, corny. The cape's fine.
I think the collar is. I think some people have issues with the collar.
Again, a lot of people have issues with the collar. Yeah, a lot of people have issues with the collar.
Well, Grace Randolph had some issues as well, which we're gonna get to. But first, let's talk about Clark Kent's fucking wig. My God, for the first time, Clark Kent is gonna look very different from Superman. Because I mean, you guys saw Superman's hair was like slick and very nice looking, and he's got this fucking weird alpaca bush.
It's the Edgar haircut.
God, this is terrible, Stephanie. What is this? I don't understand why they had to turn him into a Gen Z
it's
loser.
The Edgar.
What's the Edgar? I don't get it. Like, can
you don't know what it is? Oh my God! It's a new, very new age, like Gen Z haircut. Hold on, let me see.
God,
Edgar.
that sounds awful. Why are they doing this to me?
It's the Edgar cut.
It's so bad. I hate Gen Z, you guys. I really do.
In some ways, though, I will say it kind of makes sense. Like if they're trying to, like if you wanted to disguise yourself, you probably want to comb your hair the same way Superman does. Because I think Henry Cavill, did he really do anything different with his hair?
No, he didn't do anything different. So this is the Edgar cut, right? But if you have curly hair, it ends up like looking like that.
Oh, fuck
like
off.
this, it's like more hair in the front.
That looks so bad.
When I saw it, I was like, no way they gave him the Edgar cut. Get out of here with that bullshit. See?
Oh my God.
It's a very like this cut right here. See?
Okay, but
pull up
that black dude's picture. Pull up that black dude's picture because that's a good example for the next thing we're going to talk about.
With this one?
Yeah. Because that's that I would say that's pretty that's pretty similar to the one that Mr. Terrific has, don't you think? Like,
oh, I think he has like a flat top, almost like a flat top haircut.
Mr. Terrific
almost
here.
See, like I want the Edgar. Give me the Edgar.
Oh, hold on. We're going back to that. Oh my God, that looks awful.
Like, give me the Edgar. They gave Superman the Edgar cut. I was like, oh, I don't like it. But John, you make a really good point. It does make sense to not use the same cut that you use when you are Superman. And his hair is curly, which
But when he's in a phone booth, changing his
he's got to gel up his hair.
He just gels up his hair when he's in the phone booth.
There's no way he can go from that to.
He's just carrying around pomade with him now. I don't know what the fuck.
It's the only explanation. I mean, he's got to now.
How does he grow his hair? Because he's got more hair, when he's Superman, than when he's Clark.
I don't know.
How does he
doesn't
grow
have
the
more
hair.
I don't think he grows hair. He just styles it.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest I tweeted, I'm like, when you buy your clothes and your wigs from Party City, that was I showed a picture of the Superman suit and then the hair.
Yeah.
And that was my little quote on it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I saw somebody make that comment, and it's like, yeah, it kind of makes sense that you don't want to have the same hairdo, or you want to, because like for crying out loud, like how the hell do people not understand? Like,
I know, because it was always the glasses, and that was kind of funny. Like it was the fact that it was always just the glasses, and it was like it was a
that's
little
enough
funny.
to throw people off. I can understand if you wore glasses and it made your eyes like massively huge.
Yeah, like
know, and it was
Bubbles.
just
Like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Like, you know what's funny?
They should do that. They should do that in a Superman.
You know what's
Oh my
funny?
god,
is
like
people
Bubbles.
People don't recognize Mike without his glasses. Like and the way he talks, because he does that thing where he's like, like he makes his face like this. Like so he like whenever he doesn't do that, and like when he's regular Mike, like nobody recognizes him. Like so whenever he does get recognized, he's like everyone's like, "Are you Bubbles?" Like it's just like, yeah, fucking Bubbles. But yeah, it's so Grace Randolph though, her take wasn't even about Superman. She had a really funny take. I want to listen to this. She's really concerned about
where did John go? Where did he go?
Yeah, where'd he go?
Yeah. And I even changed my hair too. Even put some pomade in it.
You would fool me if you had a wig on. I'd be like, "Where's John? What happened?" So here she is talking about this dude's haircut.
All right. So as for the hair, it's a little retro. I agree with CM. It's a little 70s, a little 60s. It's a little black power.
Hold on. Stop.
I don't know if I
when I saw her, I swear to God, she like fumbled. She was gonna be like, "It's a little too black." You could see her. You could see her almost saying it. A little too black power. You could see a little too black. She wanted to say it's a little too black.
Oh no!
Like go back. That's what she's. I was dying when I saw this. I was like, she's not. She almost
like, I'm not re-recording this video.
Yeah. A little black power, a little political in my opinion.
Oh my god! All the
a little 60s. It's a little black power.
She did think about it. That's hilarious. Also, like, here's another
a little black.
Here's some white power. Hi, Script Doctor.
Hi, sorry I'm late. My Streamlabs is putting me in portrait mode, so all you can see is my shoulder. So I had to fix that. It took a while.
What's up, man? You missed most of the show, but we're talking about Grace Randolph's racism, accidental racism.
Well, you couldn't tell by the makeup job she wears.
Aw, it's a like, little raccoon makeup.
How could someone at her age not know how to apply makeup for a woman? I'm a guy saying that. I know makeup because I work in Hollywood, and I've seen V. Neal, who's one of the best makeup artists in the industry, apply it and stuff, and you pay attention to an artist like that. And then you have this one who,
bro, Dylan Mulvaney wears better makeup than she does. Like,
yes, that is true.
There's a lot of men that wear better makeup than this woman does.
Heck, Mr. Terrific there has better eyeliner than Grace Randolph.
God damn. I do really like Mr. Terrific's character. I can't wait to see him in this movie.
Yeah, I can't wait to see his. He's got these terrific balls, which are these like three devices.
The balls, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks to the Arrowverse, I actually know what Mr. Terrific is.
Oh, I'm sorry, because of that.
I know, but I liked him though. Isn't that funny? I thought he was a cool character. He was like terrible. Like he started at first like being a really cool character, and then he became just like lamer and lamer. Yeah, exactly. Not so terrific.
Arrowverse. That's classic Arrowverse. I've always had a problem with Mr. Terrific's like T on his face.
The T.
Yeah.
Why? He looks like a panda.
I don't like it.
Raccoon.
It's good in comics. Doesn't translate well
to like the big
I've always
screen.
had an issue with that. I'm like, I don't like it.
Script
but Doctor, I've never complained about his hair being a little too black.
His hair's awesome, man. I think the afro needs to come back. I'm jealous. I wish
Yeah,
I could.
it's a small afro. Like that's all he's wearing. It's a small afro, and she's like, it's a little too black.
Did you see some of the comments? Like, there's a lot of black guys being like, "That's just the haircut, bro."
I prefer that over the cornrows that they did in the Arrowverse because he had the afro, and then it's like now he's he's got to change immediately. It's like, dude, you're cornrosing your hair every night. That takes hours to do.
Hours. I've done it when I was younger. Because I used to do like the Alicia Keys style all the time, and then I also like did the cornrows back when it was acceptable to do that kind of stuff, and it wasn't cultural appropriation. And it takes fucking hours. It's like you just sit there for hours and hours and hours. Script Doctor, since you joined us late, give us your kind of like lowdown of what you thought of the 5th episode of The Acolyte.
Pretty boring. I know people are saying, "Oh, it's the least worst one is because of the lightsaber fight." I'm not impressed with any lightsaber fight in any movie, anyways, because that's easy. Get a good stunt choreographer, throw some lights around there, post production effects. You're done. You're dangling the keys to all the people that just don't care about anything more than fun with lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
what'd you think of that hair cutting scene?
That's what I thought about it.
Best use of lightsabers ever.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's like, oh, the lightsaber used to cut through trees. Well, the trees are wood, and that's really hot. That would be on fire. It wouldn't just be embers. The trees would also fall in the opposite direction because of the angle of the cut. Doing the same thing with cutting your hair would also set it on fire. And if it doesn't, May then has this horrible smell of burnt hair attached to her that anyone, Jedi or not, should be like, why do you smell like burnt hair? Oh,
yes. Exactly. That burnt hair smell. Yuck. Dan A, thank you for gifting a membership to the chat. Appreciate you. Okay, let's talk about this other thing. I wanted to give everybody in the chat a little bit of an update. This is an update story because I've covered this story a whole bunch of times on the channel, but I wanted to do like one final update. And that is the story of the Bachelor Clayton Echard winning his paternity suit. And judge refers to accuser to prosecution because it turns out that Laura Owens, which I'm going to name now, has basically she lost, and she lied so much to the court that the judge basically thinks that she should be prosecuted for falsifying evidence and basically a lot of other things. But he won his suit against her. Did you guys know? Do any of you guys know what this is about?
So he's not the father?
Not only is he not the father, Script Doctor, there was never any babies. This has also been referred to as the tonsil twins case because the woman who alleged that she got knocked up, he said, how could she have gotten pregnant? We just had oral sex. He was basically denying ever penetrating her. So he was like, you can't have gotten pregnant from this. There's no way. It was a BJ pregnancy. And a lot of this is crazy. And it wasn't the first time she's done it. She's done it to multiple people trying to get child, what's it called?
Support?
Yeah, child support from these men.
So this guy just really knows how to pick them. Is that what we're also
pretty much? Yeah. He picked the wrong one. I mean, guys, watch out when you're having one night stands with people. Sometimes they turn out to be fucking psychopaths. So
Fafo.
Yeah. So this woman lied. There it is. Laura Owens criminal prosecution might have found Owens had altered documents, changed the results of the pregnancy test, gave false testimony, and potentially perjured herself in what the judge said appeared to be the case of serial fabrications. And yes, it is serial fabrications. This is not the first dude that this has happened to. This is multiple dudes. I think he's like the 4th dude that this has happened to. If you guys are interested in this case, I mean, of course, I've covered it a tiny bit, but I did interview Dave Neal, who does a lot of coverage of this case. And of course, Megan Fox. Shout out to both of them for covering this and making me aware of it. But, talking about toxic females and stuff like that is just, it's really interesting when you actually see one in real life. And this was definitely one. She's psychotic, crazy woman. So I'm glad that she was caught. Did you see Script Doctor? Did you see the second James O'Keefe Disney video that came out?
Yeah, I did. It's partially good and partially skeevy. The tail end when we see the other Disney employee who is being on those recorded on those dates, that was kind of the thing I took most interest in. The other stuff where O'Keefe is telling the public essentially falsehoods about Michael Giordano, and making him sound like he's far more important in the company than he actually is, and that he was the one in charge of the hiring practices in his department, which he actually was not. That was horrible and bad journalism.
Yeah, that was not great, not his best.
No.
John, have you seen this stuff?
I know of it, but I haven't watched like the full videos.
You haven't watched the full. Did you watch part 1 or like neither part?
No, I know of them, but I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't watched the actual videos.
Stephanie, did you watch the second part?
I haven't been able to yet. I watched half of it. I haven't finished it.
This is a really long video. I don't know if I want to sit here and watch it, but
It's almost kind of like, yeah, I could see those things being true. You know, it's like it's not that big of a surprise, but
well, basically the long story short of like the second part is they talk about the Disney gay agenda, which we all know exists. Like everybody, the not so secret gay agenda that gets confirmed. I know. It's like, oh my God. And then the other thing that I thought was interesting was that the guy basically claims that let me play it a little bit so you guys
think
can
that
see
they
what I'm talking
wouldn't hire
You can actually change the
white or
speed
not
on
Jewish?
to watch it like 1.5 times speed.
Oh, you can change the speed. Yeah. Okay. And besides, he plays like in the first bit, he kind of already gives like what it's about, and then he does it again. Like I don't know why he does that in his videos.
It's his teaser so that you stay tuned for more.
Yeah, the teasers are basically the crux of the video, though. So I'm like, okay.
So you think that they wouldn't hire a CSV who's not white or not Jewish?
No. It's also quite glossy. I feel like it's not, there's a glossiness. It's not quite like being reached yet. You're not going to see a CSV.
So that's like basically one of the main issues of this second video is that like people at the very top, like especially like, you know, CFOs or whatever are being like, they want white and or Jewish men to be hired for the role. So I'm like every other thing where they want like POCs and women and whatever, not in main places of power. So, which I thought was funny because it kind of like goes to, you know, just kind of confirm a lot of like conspiracy theories about Hollywood.
Well, it's the hypocrisy part. I mean, one of the things. Listen, there is definitely a perception. It's not accurate. Fortunately, it's not accurate. But the perception is that if you're a male and happen to be Jewish, you're possibly very good at money and responsibility. There's an inside joke that Gene Simmons of the music industry of Kiss is the one that saves a lot of musicians' careers when they get towards bankruptcy because he helps them with their accounting to get out of debt. and that's kind of like the running joke. And he's been known to actually do that on a few occasions, even though he himself has gotten into some financial troubles as well. But it's just some sort of stigma that's all around there. It's not true everywhere in Hollywood, but there is a lot of like coincidences and sort because a lot of Jewish men, or at least a lot of successful Jewish men, like to go out to Los Angeles, take advantage of the weather, of the social climate, and there's also certain tax benefits to doing startups and whatnot there. So that's just where people go. I mean, that's just the case. There's a lot of us there. Like I'm a Jewish kid from Southern Ontario. I went to LA. Like shalom to everybody. Nobody was surprised.
Yeah,
it was just the nature. There's certain types of people that are attracted to certain types of industry and certain types of creative elements that happen to work that way. It's not 100%, but it's just the happenstance. The thing with Disney, though, is that Disney has pretty much for almost its entirety, even with Walt was there, has leaned into a lot of stereotypes that they feel are beneficial to the operations of their company. That's just the case. And I'm not surprised that that's changed since then.
No.
So yeah, whatever he's saying, listen, I'm surprised that this guy is here because he's not a natural born U.S. resident. He's
he's
an
very
immigrant.
Indian or Pakistani or something, but he's
Mhm.
definitely not white. There he is. I don't know what he is actually, but he's definitely Middle Eastern of some type. I don't know.
Yeah. But he's working at Disney, so he took advantage of whatever their DEI stuff was, because I think he came with the Fox acquisition as well.
This guy's the director of production, finance, and Walt Disney Television.
Yeah, so
You think he's getting
basically checks
fired now?
budgets.
Oh,
Probably. Yeah. So he checks on budgets, and he basically tells he's the go between the showrunners and the financiers of the studio to tell them, okay, this is how much money we're allotting you. This is what you can do per episode. Oh, you have to cut this, or we need it down to this %, or we can give you a little bit more here over on that episode. That's his job. He's actually literally a runner between the two. He's not very important.
Yeah.
He's very disposable. I'm sorry to
just
say.
like the other guy, right? Like, I mean, he
Yeah.
wasn't that super important either.
Nope.
John, these guys are definitely fired. Like, if you end up on an O'Keefe stream, like, or an O'Keefe video, like, you are fired. Like,
I could end up on an O'Keefe video, but it would be very useless because I don't talk about myself on dates or what I do. I get them to do all the time.
I gotta say,
that's the most odd thing that I find about all of these videos. Like, these men are on dates and they're being incredibly like
vain,
like
forthcoming with a lot of private information.
Yeah, but like talking about like the deep, dark secrets of your company on a date, like it just seems like the most bizarre thing. Like, how are you trying to get into this chick's pants by talking about Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger?
First of
Like,
all,
what
you
the
say that
fuck?
stuff after you've gone to bed a number of times, because
No
now you
woman
basically
really cares that much about
Exactly.
You know, like, they might care a little bit, but like they don't want to get into the details. Like,
If some chick was asking me about that shit, I'd be like, "Where's your camera hiding, bro? Like, do you really care about my job at Disney? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's kind of fucking weird." I don't know. It's weird to me. Like, definitely not date topics. I feel like. So there, I don't know. I don't know if
It
we want
was
to watch
6
it.
weeks before I started talking about my troubles at work or complaints at work with my girlfriend after we've been dating. Like, it was already the new year by that point. It was after New Year.
Yeah, that's it's just weird. Like, guys, if you go on a date, especially a blind date or some chick that you barely like know anything about, don't share deep, dark secrets about your job. To this woman
Until you get some.
Hey, then sure.
Even that. Well, I mean, the thing is, how committed is this journalist going to be, right? That's the threshold.
Exactly.
You never know.
Exactly. This was the other thing that I saw that I wanted to bring up because I think this is fucked up. As some of you may know, I think I'm very much against AI and robots. And things like this really fucking freak me out. This fleshy pink smiling face made from living human skin cells and was created as part of an experiment to let robots show emotions. This is some fucked up shit, guys.
Nothing to worry about. Robots?
This is some shit out of anime.
Genetically recreate eyeballs. That'd be great for blindness.
It's coming.
But you use it for, oh no, we just want to make our robots look more human. It's like, solve the freaking vision problem.
This is fucking creepy, guys. Oh my god, this is so creepy. This is like some shit from Ghost in the Shell. God damn, that's gross. There was comments though saying like, is that what Biden's wearing on his face? And I fucking laughed. That's funny. This is Brave New World, people. Brave New World.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Are those eyes made of like real skin cell or like?
I have no idea.
eyes?
Probably.
Ew.
It's so creepy.
It's never going to work because those pupils are never going to dilate. Just
Oh, they'll make some. Don't worry, script doctor. That's coming.
it's like looking at a drugged out stripper. Just
Jesus Christ. Did you guys see the new trailer for what's it called? The new Dracula movie.
Oh, the
No,
Nosferatu. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
No,
By
I wanna
Eggers.
check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, but I thought The Northman was underrated. That movie.
Oh,
didn't get
yeah.
enough.
Oh, The
Didn't get
Northman was
enough.
great. Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
like the
I wish
Northman.
more people saw it. It's such a great movie.
I saw it in
Yeah.
the theater, which is really rare for me. I barely watch any movie in the theater. This was Nosferatu. I guess can we watch this without getting claimed, Script Doctor? I don't know if we can. I'm not really sure.
What studio was it again?
A20 is it A24?
A24. You should be okay.
Okay, let's watch it then.
Come to me. Come to me.
Wait, who is this? Do we know her? Like as an actress, I mean.
Looks familiar, but too dark for me to see.
Hear my call. Come to me.
Nice start.
Professor. My dreams grow darker.
I believe Nosferatu is going to be played by Bill Skarsgård, right?
Actually, I don't know if this is A24. I don't.
Let me look.
It's focused in Universal. You should actually Universal's not a pain in the butt, so you should be okay. I'm just checking it out right now.
Okay. Well, it's fine. If it's not, I'll just delete this part. That's fine. But I think Bill Skarsgård is supposed to be Nosferatu.
He's
William Dafoe.
Oh, okay.
Or is Dafoe the vampire guy or whatever?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe is Willem Dafoe played Nosferatu in the movie about the making of Nosferatu, so that's funny. We've got Lily Rose Depp, who I think is who we saw at the beginning of that.
That's who she is. Yes,
Yeah.
that's Lily Rose Depp. Is this girl at the beginning? That's why she looks so familiar. I was like, who is she? But yeah, I think Bill is the.
My dreams grow darker. Does evil come from within us or from beyond?
Very classic horror movie or like vibes and like the sounds and stuff like that. I like that. I think it's
There's
very
a
classic.
style that's very similar to Bram Stoker's Dracula that
Yeah.
had Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
He is coming. He is coming to us.
Oh, I like that. That is so cool. I love that graphic that they've done here with the hand
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
going over the city.
Yeah.
Somebody had put the old school poster of Nosferatu that had this hand like over the city. I don't. Can one of you guys find that photo if you can, so we can show it? But I thought that was really cool because I'm like that. They clearly wanted to recreate that poster on this.
He's coming.
Who is coming to you, my child?
That's okay. Salty made me laugh with this. Is this the trailer for the debate, which is happening tomorrow? The presidential debate's happening tomorrow, guys. God damn!
We are here encountering the vampire.
Hey, Dougie!
Nosferatu.
There we go. That was the trailer.
102-year anniversary of the film.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Although I gotta say, I really wish it was coming out on Halloween. They're like, this is gonna be a Christmas release, and I'm like, why?
That's a little too late. Yeah.
Halloween. This is a Halloween movie.
More people go to movies during the holidays, Christmas holidays, than they do for horror. But the thing is that I believe this movie's budget is a little bit too high to justify a Halloween release because it's going to not make the return. I think there's also a Saw movie coming out around that weekend as well. So you're competing with, if you're competing with like torture porn, you always lose when it comes to horror.
I can't believe Saw's still a thing. Like,
they're cheap to make.
How many is that now? What's this one that's coming out? 11?
Either 12, I think 12, the 12th one.
You know, I haven't even seen one. I haven't seen.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I haven't even seen a Saw movie, which
never.
I don't know.
Stephanie, have you seen any Saw movies?
Just the first one. I don't like scary movies or intense movies like that. Yeah.
So you're not gonna watch Nosferatu? Oh, you're so cute.
No.
Oh, I love that. I like only a certain type of horror movie. And
did you guys see The Lighthouse? That was Eggers.
No, but movie? I still want to watch that, John. I really want to. I still haven't gotten a chance. But
you see a script? Yeah, I thought it was not bad. I thought it was all right. You know, it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I enjoyed, of course, the Viking one bet more.
Yeah.
But
it's a little more linear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick Brown for $4.99 says, I'm going to start pretending I'm a Disney exec to start getting dates with hot women. Modern problems require modern solutions.
If you're California-based, Nick, have at you.
I think, yeah, go for it. Why not? When they'll find out, though, they'll be pissed. Like, wait, what do you do exactly? Did you guys see? Oh my God, there was an episode of Curb. John, you've probably seen it because you watched the new season of Curb, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, did you see how like that one girl was like, I work at Disney, and then like that guy thought he worked at the guy thought that she worked at like did the Disney company.
Was she like
as
Minnie
an executive
or something, or was she like?
Yeah,
one of the
she was like a character at
actors?
the store, like at the Disney store.
Yeah.
You know, it's Vince Vaughn's character. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn's character was like dating her. And he's like, I love this girl. I'm so in love. Like, I think this girl's great. She's fantastic. She's an executive at Disney. It turns out she's a fucking princess.
No, what's actually terrible is that Disney and other parks that are associated with film studios do this, where they try to make the employees on the equal level of either the executive or the talent. And it's really insulting, not just to the people that are talent, but also to the employees, because they're being told, no, you're very important. You're a cast member. You're like the show. And it's like, if they were a cast member, they'd be getting paid more than, I don't know, $1 above minimum wage an hour. I mean, because actors have real rates and agents and stuff. And I've known a number of people that they thought they could actually start working at Disney Corp by working their way up through the parks. And I'm like, that's a big mistake. And after about a year, they're like, yeah, you're 100% right. I never moved anywhere. I was still the guy that was telling people that Fast Pass wasn't allowed here. And then I just got the hell out. You even had a friend who did the Disney Cruise Line thinking that would get her auditions. All it did is introduce her to her now husband and make her dread the fact that she'd ever have to go back and work on a Disney cruise ship again, because everybody got sick all the time. Yeah,
the Disney cruise ships, like, they have really bad reputations. Like, people get sick all the time on it. I don't like cruise ships at all, because I think that they do experiments on cruise ships.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist, Steph. They release, like, you know, it's a confined location.
Yeah.
So if you want to, like, you know, test out food, disease, like whatever, like, you know, a confined location or people can react to, they'll do it. They'll experiment on your ass on cruises.
I've never heard anything like that.
That's because you're a sweet summer child.
Well, no, the only thing that I've heard are, like, you know, people committing murder on cruise ships because it's easy to get away with it because they don't want to.
That happens too. Yeah.
I guess you could just chuck somebody over the
Yeah, they don't really want to investigate, especially if it's like on a Carnival cruise line or like a Disney cruise line. They don't want to be associated with any of that, so they'll cover it up. Even if they have like the tapes and information, all that stuff, they don't want anything like that leaked out to people because that'll make their prices drop and people won't want to go on cruises for fear of things like that happening to them. So I've heard of like them covering stuff up like that. But
they cover up all sorts of shit. Yeah. Like, remember actually when COVID happened, one of the first places it happened was the fucking cruise ship.
Yeah, they had a big news special on it. I remember that.
Yeah, it was like one of the first cases of COVID. That was a thing. It was that
I'm
one
trying to reach
giant,
back and remember that.
one cruise ship. Yeah,
Interesting. I need to look more into that.
that's why I will never go on a fucking cruise.
I actually want to go on a
get
cruise.
killed or get a virus.
I
Yeah.
actually want to go on a cruise.
Yeah. So it turns out the pirates are the good guys. Yeah, shit. It's like those cruise companies. Lastly, I wanted to highlight something good that kind of happened, which is Julian Assange is free. I like this. Like it honestly came out of nowhere. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, what? I actually saw like people saying like Julian Assange is free and blah blah blah, and I was like, why is this trending? Like, there's no way. And then it was like, yeah, he's free and he's just walking around, and I was like, this is kind of awesome.
All
but
the
it just came
charges
out of
are
nowhere.
dropped, and that's it.
Well, he
had
made a deal.
Everything on WikiLeaks has been deleted, I think.
Yes, everything has been deleted. I believe well, it's a plea deal. So he's gonna have to go on some sort of like US based, I forget where exactly, to get the judgment. They made a deal where like he's gonna serve 5 years, but it's time served already because he's already served the time. But nobody knows if they're gonna actually uphold this deal when the time comes. So we're just kind of all waiting to find out if they're going to actually, stick to their word, or just basically, extradite him and then be like, sorry, Julian, you're going to prison again. God knows if that's going to happen. But yeah, for now though, he's free. And it's kind of crazy. I'm not reading all of this. I'm just putting this up as a headline.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
never thought this. I feel like this is like the Berlin, like our equivalent of the Berlin Wall coming down, where it's like, never thought this was gonna happen. Never seen this coming.
Yeah, and the way it happened too, like I said, it just came out of nowhere. Because I mean, I did think that his best chance at freedom was going to be Donald Trump. Like when he was leaving office, I thought he was going to pardon him, and that never happened, which was disappointing. And then I was like, this guy's just going to die in jail. Like, there's no way that they're just going to, set him free now. But somehow, some way, he was able to get a plea deal. And so here we are. He's free. Which I wonder that the other thing that I wonder, though, as part of the plea deals, if he's going to be able to even give any interviews. Because a lot of people are talking about, like, how his first interview is going to be, like, killer. And I was like, I bet you anything they're not going to let him talk. Like, that's the whole point. Like, he can't be going around, like, talking about state secrets and, why they put him in prison and all this shit. Like, I don't think they're going to let him do it. But I guess we'll find out. Maybe he can possibly write a book and sell a book at some point, but I don't know if he's going to be going on Joe Rogan anytime soon.
He's like, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. I can't.
Exactly.
Joe was like,
comment.
come on, just a little bit.
No
How about in code? Talk in code, and we'll try and decipher it. Like, that's what Joe would say.
Yeah.
His book is like
please.
empty pages. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, you're gonna have to it's like one of those code things. Like you have to put highlight. I don't know. What are those things?
He writes the book called Redacted.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's the stuff that we had to talk about tonight. So thank you everybody for joining me for another episode of Infinite Talk. Massive thank you to John for being here and doing the show with me as
absolutely.
always. And you guys, Steph and Script Doctor, for coming by today as well. So before we leave, let's go around the horn and tell everyone where they can find us. Stephanie, you go first. Where can everybody find you?
Tomorrow I'm doing a stream on my channel. It's just a weekly stream that I do, going over all of pop culture talk and stuff. Just pick and choose different topics to talk about. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. A couple of hours after daily ends, so around 2 p.m. Eastern, and then in about half an hour, maybe half an hour to an hour, I'm gonna be going live on my Kick and Twitch to play a little bit more of Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. So I just started that because I just finished the Jurassic World Lego franchise, so I'm starting the Skywalker Saga. So right now we're on episode 1.
I feel like John's eyes opened a little bit when you said Jurassic Park. He was like, What? Jurassic Park? Where?
Yeah,
Would you
that
play
happens.
that? Would you play that, John? Would you play that game like the Lego?
I just don't play I just don't play video games anymore.
Oh, I think
neither do I. I'm a terrible gamer. So like the Lego games, I love them. They're so easy.
I think you
and
would be
fun.
good at it, John. You would probably like the Legos.
If I did Twitch, I'd do like just the retro games like that I grew up with.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's what I would wind up doing. But yeah, no. Well, ScarJo's going to be in the new Jurassic World. I don't know if you guys heard about.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch because I like her. I haven't watched the last.
Who else is going to be in the new Jurassic World? I saw someone else was going to be in that. I didn't know she was there.
Is Chris Pratt still in it?
I don't know. He might. Yeah, he might be.
He hasn't gotten eaten yet.
No,
I haven't watched the last two.
He's protected right now. He's the movie star.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
He's like
he's like the bread and butter of
Blue
that
still
franchise
in it?
right now.
He's cute.
Oh gosh,
No, velociraptors aren't supposed to be cute. Stop it.
no, they're deadly.
Stop it.
He was blue. He's cute.
No. They're not little dogs.
Oh, I'd pet one. No, I wouldn't.
Like that guy that's gonna get a selfie with a bear. Like,
oh my god,
and he got mauled and killed.
Did he really?
I don't know if that was a fake article I seen or not, but I believe it. I believe it's possible.
Seriously, I know. I believe someone would actually do that. Like, oh my god, look, a bear.
I've seen that shit all the time. That shit happens all the time. I do not have a dino fetish. That would be
I went
John.
to Niagara Falls and like I went to Niagara Falls and I had so much fun there, but there's like this barrier, right? There's a barrier between where people can stand and like, look out at the falls and everything. And I was standing there waiting for the fireworks show. Okay. Cause I was waiting for the fireworks. They do it every night. It's really pretty and I love it. And you just hear people going, oh my God, get back. And I'm just like, what is going on? And there's like this couple that jumped the barrier and got really close to the edge for a selfie.
No.
Yes. And people are like, it's not worth it. Dude, it's not worth it. They were yelling at them like, it's not worth it. Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's stupid.
I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, I put it on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, is it? Dude, everybody follow.
Wasn't even like a good one either. Like they took
Stephanie
one.
has really, really good Instagram shit.
Yeah, it wasn't even good. It wasn't even a good selfie. Like I was looking at it and I'm like, dude, they're not even facing like the falls, right? They're not even at a good angle for this selfie. Like, what are they even doing?
That's retarded.
But yeah, like
speaking of Canadians, though. Script Doctor.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? What you got coming up next?
Well, this morning I dropped a cool review of a rejected pilot for a Beverly Hills Cop TV series that does actually have Eddie Murphy in it. So I reviewed that on my Patreon. Plus, I linked the pilot where you guys can go watch it yourself and form your own opinion. But you can also find me on the Twitter X's and on YouTube, where in a couple of days, I'm going to release my one-on-one conversation with film director Michael Davis, who did Shoot 'Em Up and 100 Women, 100 Girls, 8 Days a Week, bunch of fun little comedies and fun action films. So go check out my channel and wait for those to drop very soon.
That sounds awesome. The script that you're talking about, that's not the one that's on Netflix right now, because isn't there?
No, this was done
This
was a pilot that was rejected in 2013, and you can watch it on the Internet Archive or the Wayback Machine or wherever they archive television shows, and it's to prime up for my eventual review of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F that will be dropping on Netflix next week.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one. Okay, well, thank you everybody for joining tonight. You guys in the chat, thank you so much. Special thanks to those of you who super chatted, became a member, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you for supporting the channel in the way that you do. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.